Okay, we are back again. Now, we talked about the while loop. The while loop is great, but sometimes in a while loop, you want to change things around, right? The while loop starts from the top. I'll just show you this. So, this is how a normal while loop will work, right? It checks for the truthy expression and starts executing the block of statements. It will execute this, and then execute this, execute this, like this, and then it will go back. And then till this truthy expression is returning true, all it will do is keep going like this, keep on going, right? Sometimes you want to change the path of this. Now, in Python and in many languages, there is a way to do this, and you will find it just like in Python. In other languages also, the techniques are very similar, right? Actually, you will find a while loop in many of the other languages. The exact syntax may not be same, but the concept and the general way it looks like will be very similar in other languages too. Now, let us come to the two weapons you have to change this normal path, right? The first one is called the break. What break does is, whenever you put a break right somewhere in between, as soon as the program Python encounters a break, it will jump out of the while loop immediately and it will come out. So if you remember our earlier program where we were doing that repeat stuff, right? It was just repeating yourself. If I put somewhere a break, immediately come out and say goodbye and get out. A break will break the execution of the while loop, right? Obviously, if you put a break just like that, it's as good as not having the while loop, right? If you put while truthy expression and put a break the first line, there's nothing, while loop will not execute, it will just come out immediately. But it comes in handy at times, and I will show you an example for the same, right? Let us look at some code. Now I will write some code of a normal while loop, and then I will show you how the break sort of changes path. Let us write the normal while loop. I am going back to the editor. So I am going to create a new file. While path change dot py. Now I'm going to write a simple program. The computer is a bit slow, so bear with me. I'm just going to say fruits. Obviously, hopefully you also like some fruits. You remember lists of course, right? Now I can use a for loop. Now why is this? Okay, this is because this quote is missing, right? Now everything is fine. See that squiggly helped me to fix a problem. So obviously this is not very formatted. You should leave a space between these items in a list. It just makes it more readable, right? Okay, this is ready. Now I can, if I say while fruits. Now, is this a Boolean expression? What do you say? Remember your truthy values. The only case whenever you use fruits and it while expects you to return a Boolean, right? And fruits is evaluated whether it's truthy or not. Only an empty list is a falsy, gives a falsy output. Everything else is truthy. Now fruits is full, right? It has got a lot of entries in them. So obviously it is going to not be falsy, it's going to be truthy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say fruit equal to fruits dot pop. Pop, what it does is it actually picks up the last fruit from the list and takes it out of the list and assigns it to fruit, right? Pop is like popping it up, right? You just pop out stuff, and then I say print I love this fruit, whatever that fruit is. Done. So this program should work. Let us see if I can get it to run here. So Python while, what is the name I put? Path change .py. So you see it actually picked orange, popped orange, and then mango, guava, and as it pops, it actually will reduce the number of elements in the list. And once it pops out apple, there are no more items in the list. Therefore, when while fruits executes, it sees that there is nothing in it, it's an empty list. So it's falsy and it comes out and the program ends. So this is the normal while loop again in action. Now let us introduce the break, right? So I showed you the short, right? So I need to break out immediately. Now I'm going to show you a programmatic usage of that break, right? So some of you, so let us say, as soon as, so maybe one of you don't like chiku, and as soon as you see chiku, you forget about having any other fruit. You're so disgusted by chiku. I like chiku a lot, but some of you may not like it, and therefore as soon as it comes, I say I want to get out immediately. So I'm going to do that by using a if clause, a conditional. So if fruit is equal to chiku, now you can change this to fig or whatever your fruit is. In that list, if you find any fruit you don't like and you want to get out immediately, you could do this. So I did this check, and if it is true, then I'm going to say print something, say fruit, and I could say yuck. You should like chiku. It's a very good fruit. It's very healthy too, but yeah, I just picked it up here as an example. I have had enough. So as soon as I saw chiku, I got done, and therefore I am going to now break out of this loop. So break is done, and then you will see I'm going to just add one more line. This is, so you, in Python, a block is defined by indentation. So 3 lines, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of them are part of the block which while it execute. Now line number 9, which is this is outside the while block, the block which is controlled by the while loop, right? So this will execute after everything finishes. I am done. So let us look at this by executing this. I'm going to go to here and I'm going to execute again. Now this time you see you saw orange. So here you saw orange, mango, guava, fig, chiku, banana. Here orange, mango, guava, fig came, and then chiku. Yuck! I've had enough. I am done immediately. Here there's no I am done because I have only put I am done just now, right? So if I, this is where it's showing you that as soon as it was executing this while loop, right? It was popping out entries, fruits, and was printing I love mango, I love orange, all that, right? So it did all that, and as soon as it found chiku, it didn't like it. It broke out of the loop and it executed what is at the end, right? That's what you see here, right? It's printed I am done. So it came out from here outside of the loop here, right? Just like I show here, it came out and executed what is outside. This is one clear-cut way of managing the path, changing the path of a while loop. We have one more and we will do that in the next video.